Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of the Daily D. Today's topic is focusing on your customer. So, how much do you really know your customer? This is an important question you must ask yourself every day if you're in business, if you're in sales. Well, if you have a job, you have to understand the customer. Somebody is buying or utilizing a service, a product, something that you sell or your company sells. And in exchange, right, they give money, and that money, those proceeds, put money in our pockets so that we can eat and we can do the things that we like support our families. So, how well do you know those people who give the money, that put money in your pocket and food on the table? This is an important question if you're wondering why it is that you can't increase your income. Well, the reason that most people can't increase their income is because they don't know their customers. Because if I would tell you that no matter if you're the owner of the business, the manager, the janitor, doesn't really matter what your role is. If there were more customers, there would be more opportunity. And if there were more opportunity, there's more than likely a chance that you would get a raise, that you'd have more opportunity to promote. You'd have more of an opportunity in the sense that there would be just more revenue generated by the business. Now, anybody who believes that that wouldn't be the case is sadly mistaken or should be working for another company, because I know from my personal experience as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a networker in the entrepreneurial community, everybody who gets more income into their business does those things for their employees, for their staff, for their teams, for their key individuals. You see, so that I know happens. So, how much do you know about them? I mean, really, do you know where they work, what they usually drive, how old they would be, what sex or gender they are, what ethnicity? Now, this isn't to discriminate against people. This is just me telling you, you need to know these things. If you sell a product that only caters to women, then you know you have a product that caters to women. And if that product caters to women, what's that age group? Is it 21 or below? Is it 21 through 35? Is it 35 through 50? Is it 50 through 65? Is it 65 and beyond? Who is that customer? Then what kind of income do they have? Are they high income, low income, medium income? What is that average range? Is it below 15,000? Is it over 30? Is it over 50? Is it 150, 250? Now you're probably wondering, well, David, why do I need to know all this? Well, the more you know about your customer, the more that you can target that customer. You see, many people go out in the world and try to get new business, try to grow their company, try to sell their products or service, and they sell to anyone randomly. Hey, would you like to buy? Hey, would you like to buy? Hey, would you like to buy? I'm going to be very blunt, and I use this statement all the time in my business. That my team sometimes says, "Hey, you want to buy some shit? Hey, you want to buy some shit? Hey, you want to buy some shit?" And then somebody says, "I want shit," right? If you think about this, you don't want to just sell anyone. You want to sell who wants your product. And yes, you'll eventually get to that person. If you just continue to sell, you'll find that person. If you just keep on saying, want to buy some, want to buy some, want to buy some, eventually one of them is going to say yes. But wouldn't it be nice to really just only target the people that you knew wanted to buy the stuff that you were selling? Now, if you're not in sales, trust me when I tell you, you can use this same formula, which is, wouldn't it be nice to know who your business serves every single day? Now, if you can identify those people, what you would do in a small form, if you will, is kind of draw an avatar. An avatar is a depiction or a representation of your customer, and that defines it. You could be real meticulous. Like if you sold products for big and tall men, well, how tall is big and tall, right? You see that's what you want to know. Now you're wondering again, why is this so important? Well, here's why it's important. Many people waste so much energy and get burned out and tired and frustrated and stressed because they can't make the production goal of the company. They don't see a raise in their pocket. They don't see sales goals being met. And because of that, they don't feel like they're going anywhere. They feel like they're just spinning a wheel instead of going forward. And the reason they feel that way is because they're obviously talking to the wrong people. And because you talk to the wrong people, you waste energy. And because you waste energy, you get tired. Because you get tired, you get stressed. Because you get stressed, you don't enjoy what you do. You see how that works together? So what do we do about this? Well, first, you got to understand your customer, who they are, where they're from, what they wear, what they do, what they drive, where they work. If you can figure out all those things, then you only go after those people. And because you only go at those people, you have a high likelihood of success. And because you have a high likelihood of success, you also have a high likelihood of promotion, more income, happiness, less stress. You see how that works? Now I'm going to end with this. In order for you to understand this, you really need to get a piece of paper out and just write down, who is my customer? What do they look like? Where do they live? What do they make a year? Write it down. And if you don't know, if you can't think of this, then you have it all wrong already. You should know. Just think about the last 10 people you served, the last 20 people you served. Who are they? Do they like to buy? How do they buy? Do they buy the same day? Do they take days to buy? Do they buy in cash? Do they finance? Do they need payment plans? Do they have good credit? Do they have bad credit? Do they have a bank? Do they not have a bank? Do they shop at Walmart or they shop at Target? You see how that works? You can know. And once you know that, that's where you go. Now, I'll give you one tip that I learned recently from my coach that really has helped me. He said, David, if you want to talk to the right people, you have to explain what you do to the right person. And the way you do that is through an explanation of what you do, which he calls your EOS, explanation of services. And that explanation of services is really me presenting to the customer or prospective customer, not somebody who's a customer, somebody who's a prospect, somebody I've identified as somebody I want to engage with. He says, you just need to ask them, or when they ask you what you do, you need to have a really good way of presenting it, right? I solve financial problems that most people can't because I have a unique set of skills. Those unique set of skills have given me a background in financial services and accounting, right? Finance that make me and help you solve problems. Do you have a problem of that nature, right? That's really what I'm trying to get at. And when I use my EOS properly, which is when I explain to somebody, instead of just saying, I do taxes, I do insurance, no, I do financial services, I have a unique set of skills that give me the ability to see things that people can't see. I can find holes that people can't find. Why? Because I have a unique set of skills in 2 or 3 or 4 industries that really make me an asset to most people. So when I explain that to you in 2 different ways, I could say I do taxes, insurance, and mortgages, or I can tell you that I have a unique set of financial skills that help find holes, gaps, missing structures in your finances that would save you tons of money. What sounds better? You see how that works? So if you explain what you do properly, instead of just making it, I do taxes, an example, you'll have more customers. You know why? Because they'll know what you do. And because they know what you do, they either want that same thing, they want it, or they don't. And what I mean by that is if I say I find holes in financials, I find more money. I find the holes, the gaps that save you money, time, energy, and help you plan for your future. And if I talk to somebody and I say that to them and they say, David, well, I really don't want to plan for my future, then that's a customer I'll never need to talk to again. I've identified them in the first 15 seconds instead of spending 15 days chasing them. I hope this helps, guys. Think about these things. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. So knowing your customer is one of the most important things in your business, if not the most important thing in the business. So I encourage you to take out a sheet of paper right now, write it down, understand it. Demographics, who they are, what they do, where they wear, what they shop, how much they make, those kind of things. All right, guys, I wish you nothing but health, wealth, success, and most importantly, freedom. Thanks.